county on this project for, I guess, about a year now, and our role has changed a few times through this project at the county's request, and I hope that the county would agree that we've done everything that they've asked us to do on this. And when Mr. Bush recently contacted Scott St. John there, the owner of our firm, said, hey, I think we'd like to go back to the point of y'all bidding this out, y'all see it through with the contractor, through construction. You know, Scott said, hey, that's fine. You probably don't have enough left in your engineering budget at this point for us to go back to that point and see it through. So what we've, expressed to Mr. Bush, and we've given him a new contract basically that provides some additional engineering fees to go back to that point and see this thing through construction. You have approximately $4,500 left in your engineering funds that we never spent. We're asking at this point for an additional $5,500 on top of that to see this through. You'll only pay us what we actually spend. I mean, if it comes in less than that, then we're not going to charge you the full $10,000 just because you've agreed to pay it. So you'll pay whatever we actually spend in seeing the project through.
And we have this money in the,
We have $100,000 in capital outlay to set aside. The engineering specs, the proposal bid was around $313,000 for the completion of the project over multiple years.
Well, we've given the county several different cost estimates based on doing it in different ways, ranging from asphalting the entire site to graveling the entire site to the option that's even in between, just asphalting the major pathway through and leaving the outside areas gravel. And all of that was done in a matter of trying to reduce costs, overall construction costs.
will we see those?
Will you see those?
I mean, are we going to have to choose between those?
Well, the county, someone will have to make a choice. The county, the last I understood, was going to pursue the in-between option. I don't know if that's still the county's choice or not. Now, to be quite honest with you, if the money is available, I would recommend that you asphalt the entire thing because of the slopes that we're dealing with out there. I'm afraid that any gravel you leave on that site, you're going to have erosion issues. The other concern with the site there, you do have some iffy soils on that site. We had expressed to the county that with the cost estimates that we had given, it was critical that to try to utilize the soils that are there, they're workable, but only under ideal conditions, which here you're talking July, August, if you get ideal conditions. If you want to push this project forward and get it moving, some of those soils will have to come out, be replaced with suitable material. That's your cost of it.
What is suitable material?
Well, suitable material can be shot rock. That's kind of worst case scenario.
Can it be compost?
From a cost standpoint, no. I mean, you're talking about a chert material, something low in clay content that will compact readily and doesn't hold a lot of moisture in there. If a contractor, if there's a job going on that has excess material on it that's suitable material, that's your ideal situation. If the contractor can get it from another job, worst case scenario, if that's not available, then you're talking about going to the quarry, and getting shot rock.
Well, they wanted to be a good neighbor, so this be a prime opportunity to be a good neighbor.
And so those are the things that can affect the cost on this, to really get the ideal price from a construction standpoint, this would be a, July, August timeframe kind of a construction project. But that's not to say you have to wait that long. It can be done in less than ideal conditions, but it takes more money.
The reason why, as he alluded to, that we were electing to go with gravel and just have a pathway paved is because of the material that's in there, that it needs to set for a year to settle before you asphalt it, because eventually your ground will settle and it'll bust your asphalt.
Well, and that's, if you go with that route, I would do it under the idea that that's a relatively short-term,
Right.
you know, and that you're gonna wanna come back at a point and pave the remainder of it as well.
Well, you said we had $100,000 in debt management, but
No, capital
in
outlay.
capital outlay.
We have $100,000 set aside in capital outlay for this project. We'd estimated, like I said, upwards of 300 grand.
Is that part of the,
No grant tied to it.
no, we put in how much, 8 cents or 12 cents?
That's not including the operation fund of the solid waste. That's not including that. No, that's separate. Y'all put that money aside in the budget process, 100 grand.
Yeah, we did 100 grand each year, right?
No, well, you did, just 1 year, that's all. I mean, you can do it for 1 year at a time.
Well, I mean, in the operation side though, there's gonna be $500 and something thousand in there at the end of the year.
No, sir.
No, it'd be less than that. It'd be about 400.
400.
Yeah, right.
So I guess why would we not use money out there?
We can use it until it runs out.
Well, I mean, you would only use it to where you, kept your 125,000 that you're required to keep in there and then your additional operating cost every year. So you're talking about, what, 240 plus 100?
Well, right now, according to the revenue stream, it's $400-something thousand operated yearly anyway. That's what's budgeted for.
It's budgeted for 400,000.
That's what's in the cash flow sheets in your packet.
Did I not remember you saying that it only costs $20,000 a year to do the operating cost?
$20,000. It costs $20,000 to do a month,
That's what I meant,
a
money.
month.
So that's $240,000 a year in
Yeah, but
operating
I'm
cost.
saying it's budgeted for $400,000.
Yeah, but we won't need $400,000.
Well, depends on how much I spend on this. If I'm spending it out of operational funds, or I'm spending it out of capital outlay.
I think we will do both though, Joe.
We'll see what we do.
Until the money runs out.
That's what I say, until the money runs out. I mean, what we're approving him to do
Yeah.
is take on the project,
Right.
and then the rest of it, we'll have to figure it out.
Really appreciate y'all working with us. I know you've been over backwards. I really, really know that, and really appreciate that, because I know you recognize the financial shape of us trying to work this thing from all different directions, maybe come together to get the project done. But we also have time on our side, and if I say something misspoken, please correct me on that point. That gives y'all flexibility to say, okay, guys, all right, if you're telling me the ideal time to do this type of work is July and August, I can tell you, I'm not aware of anything that says, okay, pick your ideal time if that's gonna cost us less, as opposed to doing it in February, when everything's wet and you gotta dig it out and put the end time.
I
So, if I'm understanding that correct, and we're telling you, you work on your timetable, and we can guide you from the financial side of the fence, however that shapes out, looks like, then, again, I just appreciate y'all willing to do
And that's
that.
absolutely fine with us. I mean, we'll do whatever y'all wanna do. What I would say on that note is just, if we think we want to put it off until a summertime, let's don't bid it. You know, we could bid this thing in January, but let's don't bid it in January and then tell contractors, hey, we're not gonna let you start on this thing until we get into much better conditions, you know, so we'll wanna put off the bidding of it, but we're perfectly open to working with y'all, however.
I work with Scott at the IDB, awesome guy to work with, phenomenal in every way.
You know, and what is real troubles? You know, I've been over there since the 1st of September of last year. At the end of the fiscal year, we had $400,000. It went into general fund instead of doing the project.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
sure did.
no.
How do you figure?
You had $418,000, is it still in there? Bree?
No. Let's see.
It was in there last month when we had Diane here. So unless
You're taking in consideration the 8 cents and all of that. See, if you don't use your money, it goes in general fund.
Accept or deny this.
I make a motion to accept it.
I've got a motion, I've got a second by Brandon. Call roll.
Elaine Boyd,
Yes.
Russell Reed,
Yes.
Corey Davenport,
Yes.
Karen Ashford,
Yes.
Jim Bush,
Yes.
Greg Mitchell.
Yes.
Brent Brandon,
Yes.
Randy Gannon,
Yes.
Ronnie Mahaffey.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Hey, I really appreciate you waiting patiently and,
That's fine.
I've been looking over there and you just, good
I've been
shape.
through ours, I promise you.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate that, and we'll work with,
Thank you.
Bush here on the timing.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. If you want to make a motion, take it off
Make a
table.
motion to take it off the table and
There's
add
motion,
Russell's.
motion to take it off, take, what we just tabled off the table, and that is the, agenda. I got a second, take it off the table.
I'll say.
Second, Brandon, all right.
And answer Russell's question, what do we not like about it?
I'd like more transparency with the center.
Two-thirds majority, that's the only thing we don't like?
I want to keep just the majority of them. I'm agree with it.
Plan two, but that failed. So, again, I'm not above trying to,
Make that motion.
I don't like doing away with another business altogether. That's just me.
you don't. I do.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to amend this to make it a two-thirds majority and leave it exactly like it is with the exception of the changing the old business and moving that up.
Second.
Second, by Janine. Call roll.
Elaine Boyd,
Yes.
Russell Reed,
Excuse me. Yes.
Corey Davenport,
I said I would, and yes.
Karen Ashford,
Nope.
Jim Bush,
Now, are we leaving it like the original, except for the,
Just two-thirds majority to change anything on the agenda.
And we are moving up.
Yeah, we moved
They're
on.
leaving it, this
Oh.
new one, the new one, it's not the old, like.
okay, all right,
Just like this.
okay. No.
Okay.
Greg Mitchell,
Yes.
Brent Brandon,
Yes.
Randy Gannon,
Yes.
Ronnie Mahaffey.
Yes.
So
That's
what's
4
it?
to against.
72 pass. We start this in January.
All right, we got rid of that. Was there any more old business or tabled items? If not, let's move on to
The dreaded other business for the last one.
I got another,
other business.
other business.
Okay.
Yes. By coincidence, when I picked up the large commission check that I need for my Christmas this time, I recognized it was, of course, for 3 months, which was fine. I mean, I had no problem with that whatsoever. But just dawned on me, from administrative costs, handling that, what, paper, Diane doing on one day, why don't we just change it to quarter? You pay quarter.
I'm fine, that's $23. I mean,
I'm all right with
that means every 3 months, I'm
that.
gonna
We
be
do it, Brent?
And 6 cents. That's pushing you over the top.
6 cents, I forgot about this.
We need a
That
motion
puts
for
you on the
that.
tax bracket.
We need a motion, Brent, Brent.
Yeah.
I make a motion.
Make a motion to change.
Quarterly payments on commission.
I'll say that.
Okay. Second, right here. Call the roll on that.
Good, Ronnie, that was good.
Elaine Boyd,
Yes.
Russell Reed,
No.
Corey Davenport,
Yes, ma'am.
Karen Ashford,
Yes.
Jim Bush,
Yeah,
Greg Mitchell,
Oh, yeah.
Brent Brandon,
Yes.
Randy Gannon,
Yes.
Ronnie Mahaffey.
Yes.
8 for, 1 against.
Passed. Is that all?
No,
Oh,
I have another other
Oh, you
business.
got it?
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I'm going
I got a call from a constituent,
Uh-huh.
and maybe you did too, Russell. And this constituent is wanting to know how to go about in getting water hooked up. Their wells are very poor. Does anybody have any direction for me?
It's
on
city.
this?
Dang it.
well, now, the Farmers Home Administration, they do have grants available for this.
Okay.
He'll have to go through the county executive's office to
Okay.
apply for the grants. Where do they live?
In District 1, like over 53.
Off of 53?
Yeah, yeah.
How far are they from Rutherford County?
supply.
I'm not sure.
Fifty-three, I'm going over in your road.
Yeah, yeah, it's out your
That's your
area.
road.
Oh, South 53?
Yeah, it's like barely in our district, right? So,
So it's going up the hill.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm
did they
saying.
call you too? Did they call you
I get
also?
the chief.
I'll defer to you.
What part of
I'll call
the
you.
third
and we'll
district?
I'll call you and then we'll let everybody know.
Thank you. Got one more, okay.
I actually got
Two,
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 I got three very quick things, these are updates.
all right.
I went, Diane, my wife, had to go and, she went with, Lena and, Norman to, the coach convention in Gatlinburg, and I was able to go, and I paid my $125 to go there to get my hours in that we're required to get the 7, y'all are not the overs ones that have to, but we have to get 7 hours in. So I was able to go to the classes. And one of the vendors there, and I think Kim has actually brought this up before, has a system that will come in here, give us microphones, which will allow everybody to hear a lot better. It will do video, live feed, and we can hook it up to anything we want to, as far as like the county website. It actually do a Facebook Live, it shows multiple versions, it puts the agenda up there. After it's all done, if a county citizen wants to go out and say, look at number 5 on the agenda, they push the number 5 and it immediately scrolls the video to that point. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but I've asked the guy to come down and give us a presentation. I have no idea when he'll come. Lena, I think she talked to him too.
Yes, he called me the other day. I told him I didn't know if y'all would be interested in him coming to a meeting or, just another.
If you'd rather him just come, like on a Tuesday at 5 o'clock, he's out of Nashville, I think, or had you rather him come to a meeting?
He would like to do a demonstration, I think.
And the reason I say this is because this not only helps us and the citizens, it also helps the court systems, and it helps Lena, who's having to take this tape recorder like this right here and redo the minutes. It stops all that.
Let's stop
Huh?
the telephone.
It stops telephones,
If
everything.
we could, personally, if we could do it, I'd rather it be outside the meeting, because look here. I mean, this meeting right here, you're talking about, we start at 5.
I know.
Here's 4 hours.
And not only that, he did say this too, the cost, the initial cost, if I remember, was around $10,000 to $12,000. However, you could split that cost up to the courts and different things, because everybody's going to, the IDB, everybody that meets in here would have the same access. So, y'all want a meeting here, or do you want a meeting separate?
Having to meet here.
Have you do the commission meeting?
Right.
All right.
I understand what you're
I'll do
saying.
that. The last thing is, Gary's been sitting here this whole time about this 81 Act. I'm gonna tell you why I voted no last time, and I'll tell you my problem with this, and I had this conversation with Freddie and Jamie as well. We have from now to July 1st, is that correct, Brent, to implement this program?
The dates are, I'd have to go back and look whether it's July 1st or 20. Could be 20.
I believe it's July 1st, 2020. If we vote to put this back on the ballot, then that means it won't go on the ballot till March. And we will never be able to hire anybody for that role between now and March, because nobody's ever gonna say, yeah, I'll take this job, with the idea hanging out there that they're gonna be voted out in March. So I asked Freddie this question, and if he says yes, then I'll change my vote. Can you, as chairman of that board, hire, implement a computer system and help with Brent find a place to put everybody between March and July?
That's a pretty impossible question to answer. It's finding an office space.
Well, on that note, I went over here and talked to Leland's today. They want $210,000 for that building. I know Facebook people need to crap on hate sites, and that's fine. I mean, I'm good with it. But the IDB would be really good to work with. They could buy that building and lease it back to the county as a lease to own, instead of paying rent on somewhere else. Would we not want to involve them in this at all? I mean, if we're gonna pay $3,500 rent to somewhere, why would we not pay $3,500 to something else? Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense, because they haven't taken me up on the $1,500 I've offered them. I haven't been able to find any place so far. They wanted more money than that anyway. I was only budgeted for $20,000 to find them. And
So do you like that idea?
yeah, that's a great idea. I got no problem with it. I mean, I just know that the county doesn't have the authority to buy Leland.
That's what I'm saying.
Nor the, I've walked every building
Birds.
around here, yeah,
Well, the IDB I thought was supposed to generate bonds.
Well, they can buy buildings and sublease them out. I think that's a different discussion. You don't like that, Ron?
Guys, we just got on other business and agenda and all that, transparency and nothing.
Okay, I'm not saying we gotta decide that now. I'm just.
Well, the deadline, I think, is now.
For what?
For getting it on the ballot, I remember what Matt said, December.
You see where I'm at with,
I do,
But
I
it just don't.
and I guess I just wanted to say, I'm not against the citizens voting again. I really always prefer to the idea that the citizens vote. But with the timetable we're under, I don't know that we can get this accomplished in the amount of time you would have later.
I see what you're saying, but I also see what they're saying, and I've heard this from several different people, that a lot of people didn't know what they were voting for. And I'd like for us to vote one more time on putting this back on the ballot, because I think the people
Make the
want it
motion.
back on the ballot. I'll make that motion.
All right. Got a motion, put it back on the ballot, to 81 Act. Do I have a second?
I'll second it just for the fact of the vote.
I've got a second. Call it. Call the roll.
Jane Floyd,
No,
Russell Reed,
No.
Corey Davenport,
Based on what I said at the time crunch, I have to say no.
Karen Ashford,
Yes.
Jim Bush,
No.
Greg Mitchell,
Yes.
Brent Brandon,
Yes.
Randy Gannon,
Yep.
Ronnie Mahaffey.
No.
4 for, 5 against.
So motion made.
All right, I got one other thing. I talked to Clark Boyd, our representative. Now, we know we've got a problem at the rock quarries, big trucks coming in, at the flashing lights and all this. All we've got to do is say, give our okay for the state to put in a stop line and turn signals there. And Clark Boyd will take care of it from there.
No call.
It's a state highway.
He
He said he wanted to take the document with him when he's on the transportation committee now. And he wants all of us to vote on this to show the support that he needs to get it pushed through.
Can we put that on this
I mean,
month's
it's,
agenda?
huh?
Can we put that on next month's agenda?
Need it now.
Well,
I
I'm
need
not
it to be
voting for
seen.
anything unless I see state say that it ain't gonna cost.
I'll
Could
give
we
you,
wait
I'll give
January
you his
fourth?
number.
I ain't calling.
Could we wait till January 4th?
Yeah.
All right, I make a motion to put that on next month's agenda.
Folks, I'm telling you, they used to pay for them things to go around ankles on the prisoners and they quit paying for them.
Well, I'd also like to make a motion to
Very
put
real
the
careful.
Adams Hospital on the agenda for next month. Is that okay with you?
And, something else at the bottom, I need to correct, and I'm done, is at the bottom, it says January 8th, or it says January what?
18th.
18th, that is supposed to be January the 4th.
is that the Saturday?
That's our board meeting.
Yeah.
You have two, before you leave the Adams Hospital, you did see the documents from JCA and Compass in your packet. Y'all did acknowledge it. They just communicated with us again on December 5th.
What's this? UCD? UCD?
It's probably just something that was printed off because Diane reuses paper. Is that the J.C. Haley?
You know, something about substitutes for plastics.
Yeah, I think it's just notes or something.
Yeah.
Waste meeting, meeting.
But you did get the December 5th from Mr. Matthew Tucker, right?
It's in there,
It's in a packet. That's all. Okay, good.
Got a motion to adjourn?
No, it's recess.
Oh, recess, I'm sorry. Recess.
I'll make a motion to
Motion
recess.
recess.